So I'm getting a wig. I don't really know how to start this video because it's one that I never thought that I would have to make. It's been a long time coming with my hair, and I will leave the playlist linked up above with the other videos. But the short version is that I have had fine, thin hair since birth. It is genetic. We think it comes from my dad's side of the family. I have worn clip-in extensions for years, and I did try K-tip extensions and had those in my hair for a few months. I made a video on that. So now coming into the wig portion of my journey as someone with fine, thin hair, it's just been a long time coming, and I'm going to explain everything in this video. So I'm going to explain the who, what, when, where, why of why I'm getting a wig, what kind of a wig I got, where I got the wig, when I got the wig. I will also show you the wig that I got in this video and put it on. I'll show you the appointment from when I got a wig, my reaction when I first put the wig on. I felt like I had to make this video because I can't just start wearing a wig in my usual vlogs with no explanation at all. I felt like I'm always so honest with you guys on this channel, and I'm always so thorough, and I like to break things down as much as possible, especially for those of you who have found my channel through my other hair related videos, and you may also have fine thin hair yourself and you have considered these other options, whether it was the extensions or clip-ins, or maybe you are considering getting a wig and you find this video and you're in a similar situation to me, that this can be helpful. And I know, again, for my usual viewers who, don't have fine thin hair, that this isn't my usual content. And also I think this is the first video I'm going to post coming back from Vlogmas. So I'm sure that this is a bit of a shock, but I have had it and I'm going to break it down. I have not worn it yet. I haven't taken it out of the box since my appointment because I really just felt like I needed to do this with you guys on camera and explain everything and give you the background onto why I'm doing this, and so that way when I do wear it on my vlogs, you know the background and you see it and you're not like, wait, how did your hair just suddenly, why does it look different now, and what happened? And I'm not the type to just come on here and not explain anything. I'm gonna break it down. So first of all, the most important question here is, why did I get a wig? A wig has always been in the back of my mind, but like shoved all the way back in my mind, because I know it's always been an option, but it's not one that I ever wanted to be the option, because to me, and this is just, a stigma in our society, it just felt like a wig to me would be like I'm lying, like I'm presenting myself to the world as someone who I'm not, as if I'm keeping a secret by having a wig, or that there's something wrong with me, or there's something just strange about wearing a wig. Also, a big fear for me is, how would I explain it to other people? Would I tell them right away up front? Would I feel like, oh, I walk down the street and everyone knows that I'm wearing a wig? How do I explain it to my friends, to first of all, the people that are close to me, but then second of all, people who I am not that close with, who are more acquaintances, people who are new people that I'm meeting, or coworkers, or type people that I just don't know that well. It's like, I don't want them to wonder something about me of like, wait, is she wearing a wig? And then second, why is she wearing a wig? It's never been an option. It just hasn't been the option that I wanted. Also, I had so many questions like, well, what if I want to go swimming? What if I want to stay the night at someone's house? Do I just like take the wig off? Like, there's just a lot of things I think that are just questions, and like, sorry, it's an emotional thing. I feel like for women, our hair is something that we hold really, really close to us, and it's something that's just really important to us and that we value, we want to we want to feel like we're beautiful, and our hair is a big part of that. So it's just something that I've always, the thought of a wig has just been like, no, 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 I'll never get there. So coming back to the situation of my fine thin hair being genetic, I have always been told by my family that I take off after my dad's mom, my grandmother, who I never got the privilege to meet, but apparently she was a beautiful woman, and she had these bright blue eyes, and she also had very fine thin hair. So back in the I'd have to ask my dad what years it was, but I don't know, 50s or 60s, big hair was the thing, so she wore wigs. And someone, I remember as a child, someone in my family telling me, like, you might want to wear wigs one day too. And that really scared me as a child, and I thought, is that gonna happen? Am I gonna have to, is my hair going to go away at one point in my life and I'm going to have to wear a wig? Is that going to happen? So at least the benefit, the positive of this is that at least I've had years and years of this thought planted in the back of my head to get used to something that I didn't want, rather than having a shock and, you know, within a matter of a short period of time having to get used to the thought of wearing a wig. So flash forward from being a kid to now being in my early 30s, my hair has thinned out, and like I said, you know, stuff, I have made other videos and stuff, but I have, like, I always get comments like, oh, have you gone to doctors and this, that? Yes, I have. I've gotten blood tests, I've done all the things, I've tried every product. There's no miracle product out there, but it's just, I don't know, it's just who I am and how my hair is. And my hair has always been fine and thin. Every single person who has known me personally, whether you've grown up with me or knew me in adult life, has always known that I have had fine thin hair. And so to have started to lose my hair a little bit as an adult, as someone who already didn't have a lot of hair to begin with, means that now I really don't have a lot of hair. And you could say, well, why don't you just do the clip-ins? And I think I've more transitioned to using the clip-ins if I'm going to wear my hair up. So if I want to make my ponytail look thicker, or if I want to do a full bun, then I'll do the clip-ins. And I actually made a really helpful video on that, on how to style your hair with clip-in extensions if you want to wear it up. But in terms of wearing the clip-ins with my hair down, there's always the wind. You can see the clip-in more easily. When you have fine thin hair, you need the clip-ins the most, but you are the least bit able to hide them with your own hair. So yeah, I was just finding that every time I was wearing the clip-ins out, I was so self-conscious of the wind blowing and the clip-ins showing. As I am saying all of this, I will show you guys, there's like a little mirror back there that I'm looking at. But, so like if I were to wear my hair down right now, and so if anyone is, say, finding this video for the first time just to prove how thin and fine my hair is, because sometimes I feel like I find these videos and it's like, no, my hair is still thinner than that. Yeah, so it's not thick at the bottom. It is shorter, which I think shorter cuts do help with this texture of hair, but really where I notice it the most and where I feel like it's most of an issue is in the front. So in the front, it's just like the volume is lost, and where I've really been losing it is like here towards the front of my head. Just, I guess, as I've been getting older, it is what it is. But yeah, so I just personally, I don't feel comfortable going out into the world with my hair down looking like this. It's just not how I feel comfortable, and that's okay. Okay, hair is back up. in the hair clip because I don't like looking at myself like that. Moving on to where I got the wig. If you guys saw my video on the hair extensions journey as someone with fine thin hair, you might have caught that initially I found this wonderful place. I had an appointment. I saved up for a year. I went back and found out that they were no longer doing extensions, but only doing wigs. So in that appointment, I was still big fat no on having a wig. But because they weren't doing extensions anymore and only wigs, and I was already there for the appointment, the guy, the owner, said, well, why don't you just try on a wig? And I kind of thought like, no, but I guess, because what can it hurt? I'm here. I've never put a wig on before, and why not see how it looks? And so he put it on, and it kind of just slightly opened up something in my mind. Very, very tiny of, wow, like, okay, like here I have some hair. And also, the crazy thing about this place is I just couldn't wrap my head around how realistic his wigs looked. They look like such real hair, because I'm a very detail-oriented person. I can always spot a wig from a mile away, and it's always from the back that I can tell. I don't know why I can always spot a wig. Maybe it's just because something that's always on my mind of like hair, but I can always spot wigs. But his wigs just look so real. It's Shlomi Mor Wigs here in New York. He's actually right next to Kleinfeld Bridal, where is one of the places I looked for my wedding dress. And he's known as a very, very good wig maker. And since I had already done my research on him being the best spot for me to go for the extensions, I knew that his hair quality was good. He makes the wigs himself. He sources the hair, he dyes it, he cuts it for you. It's a completely custom made wig for you. So you can bring in your inspiration picture and he will make it completely custom, which was something I liked. It's not like going into a wig store and you try on all these different wigs and you say, I want to buy this one. It's you go to him with your picture and you say, make this wig exactly. And I, at least personally, haven't found other places that really do that, at least at the level of expertise and the quality that he does it. So again, seed planted in the back of my head of, okay, I didn't realize that a wig could be like this. So that little aha moment in my head must have grown over the years. And this is over the years, we're talking, this appointment I'm referring to was back when I lived in my studio in Nolita, if anyone remembers those days. And so since then, it's just been a thought that's grown in my mind and an idea that I had to get very comfortable with. After trying extensions, I have accepted recently that I won't ever do that again because of the hair loss that I experienced after, and almost 2 years later it still hasn't grown back. So I think for my hair type it's just not an option for me. I look in the mirror every day and wish that I had hair. It's the first thing I think of when I wake up in the morning. It's the last thing I think of when I go to bed at night. It's something I think about all throughout the day. So I guess just after a while of feeling like I had no other option, it was just the option I felt like I needed to take, and it felt like a solution to this like pain that I've been having, pain point on my hair. So now getting into the where and when, years later, now this is, we're talking like, was it? It was the end of, we're now in very early January 2025, so it was some point in the back half of 2024, I decided to go back to Shlomi Mor Wigs and have a consultation. So I'm going to show you that clip now. Alright, so I'm going to my appointment for the wig. I'm a little bit nervous for it. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I prepared my questions. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I'm a little nervous though, but hopefully it goes well. Okay, just left the wig appointment, and I just wanted to give my initial thoughts from immediately leaving the salon. So the guy was very, very realistic with me. I think he didn't want to get my expectations to be something that they're not. I think he said he's been doing this for 20 something years, so I'm sure he's had some situations where, you know, people didn't get what they expected or whatever. But I appreciate that he was honest with me. That way going into it, I know what it's going to be like. They did not let me film in there, so that's a bummer. I feel a little bit indifferent right now. It was weird to try on wigs and to feel like a different person in them, sort of, in a way. I don't know. It's sort of like a weird feeling. As much as I begged and pleaded for him to let me film the consultation, he would not let me. So I wish I had that footage to show you guys, but unfortunately I don't, but I'll try to recap it as much as possible. What happened in that appointment was I had brought in an inspiration picture. I will put it up on the screen here. Definitely knew I wanted to go with a shorter wig because I would be most comfortable with it and it would feel most like myself. I wanted it to be this, you know, lighter blonde color that I have had my hair my whole life. It just felt authentic to me because as a kid I always had shorter hair. I was always like the shorter cut blonde hair girl, and then I started getting highlights and everything as I got older, and so this to me just looked like similar to what my hair would be, but thicker and better. I told him that I wanted the hair to naturally flip out like that, and he replied by saying that that would be really hard to find and like near impossible to find. But I said, put me on the list anyways, see if you can find it. You know, if not, let me know. Also, I should mention, in that appointment, he tried other wigs on me, which were just, well, actually it was his assistant, such big hair that felt like it overtook me and really hid my face, and I just didn't feel like myself. So I left that appointment feeling pretty discouraged and like let down, and feeling like I wasn't going to find a solution that made me feel happy and made me feel like myself and was the type of wig that I was looking for. So then weeks go by and then more months, and I call them up and I say, you know, can I come back in for another consultation? And I bring with me a different hair inspiration picture. This time it was of Elsa, the model. I just love her hair. She's always been my hair inspo, like hair goals. And he ran the consultation this time, and he said, oh, we can definitely do this for you. It's, you know, and we talked about my hairline. We talked about how, you know, we're gonna have the hair out of my face. I'm gonna be able to put it half up, half down, put it in a clip maybe. And it's really going to feel like me. Also, the hair itself is going to be super fine, just a lot of it, so it wouldn't be like a totally different texture than my own hair. He really made me feel confident that I'd be able to style it away from my face and it would look natural. He really made me feel confident in it. So then and there, I decided to take the leap and put in a deposit for half of the price of the wig so that they can go and start making it. And then from there, they said that they would call me back in about 4 to 6 weeks, and in that time they'd be making the wig. They would call me back, I would come back in. Okay, so it's a couple months later now. I just left an appointment with Shlomi Mor Wigs. I feel like it went really well. I feel pretty good coming back to the appointment. I feel more confident than I felt last time. I felt like he really got me. I showed him a picture, a reference photo of Elsa, the model, and he was like, oh, absolutely do that. And I know exactly what type of hair you need. This will look great on you know, and he's like, oh, and you can put it back, half up, you can put it back in a little ponytail and stuff, and that just made me feel really confident because, to be honest, the first time, I just wasn't so sure. So, anyways, I don't know, hopefully things will go well and I can get something that looks good. I put in the deposit, and to be honest, I think that's like, if not one of the most expensive things I've ever bought in my entire life, so I'm really nervous about it. I tried not to think about it too long and just did it because, to be honest, I've been thinking about this already now for months, years. I don't know how I want to like even track the time, my whole life, I don't know. I feel like I'm fully putting my trust into him, that this is going to work out. He's supposed to be really good. Everything on his Instagram looks really professional and really great, so I'm hoping that it will work out. Alright, so I put down the deposit. I am so nervous. I go home, I tell Lyle. He's obviously known all along that I've been considering this, and he is nothing but supportive and just wants me to be happy. And then I start telling my friends, my like close friends, who are also nothing but supportive, and they took it so well. You know, when you tell somebody something, sometimes you're very worried about how they're going to react, or they're going to say something that is the wrong thing, but they don't realize it's the wrong thing and they hurt your feelings. I had none of that. My friends truly were just so supportive and so nice about it, because that was really one of my biggest fears, is what will people think? And I think now, knowing that my friends and my family have my back and they support me, just helps so much in going through this. And I think just being open with them and honest with them has also given me confidence to take this on. So when I got the date for when the wig is meant to be ready, 4 to 6 weeks is smack dab in the middle of Vlogmas. So I get the call and I go in to pick up the wig, and it's actually was the Vlogmas day where I went to the Chelsea market, because I'm like about to go into the Chelsea market, and I remember I'm vlogging and I'm like, I just did something really big, and I will tell you guys when the time is right, but I need to process it first. So I really had this internal back and forth of like, should I dive into this in the middle of Vlogmas, or should I just wait until after, when, you know, the craziness of Christmas is over, keep Christmas, and then do wig as wig afterwards? So I got it in the box, and I just held on to the box. It has not been opened since I left the studio. So anyways, drum roll, let's roll the clip of the appointment when I got the wig. And first, let me just preface that when I first put it on, it's before we cut it. So we're going to cut it and style it, and it's going to look a little bit different. But the way that it worked was he put it on me and first asked, what do you think about the color? I liked the color, and then from there he like showed me how to put it on, everything like that, and then we cut it a little bit and styled it a little bit. And then yeah, so anyways, oh gosh. Okay, here we go. Alright, so it's December now. I'm in the middle of Vlogmas. It's raining, and I am going back to see my wig for the first time. I honestly don't know how to feel. I'm definitely nervous, and I don't know if I can feel excitement because I'm just so nervous about it. I just really hope that I like it. I don't know. I feel really nervous. Really nervous, and I hope that it goes well. So, wish me luck.
Right now, don't worry.
Okay.
Look, so this is the wig. You can do everything. Wow. What do you think of the color?
I like it. Yeah, it's very natural looking and like very close to my current hair color, so.
Very nice, right? What do you think of the hairline?
The hairline is good.
Yeah, so I
Very nice.
have to
Yeah.
Look how nice it looks. So you can also wear this up. And look how nice you have all those baby hairs here.
Yeah.
So this is what makes it look super realistic.
Mm.
Yeah, that's not your hair.
That was my own hair.
No, the baby hair that I showed you, this is only here.
Oh, yeah.
So when the lace is gonna be cut, you see, look how this is gonna blend into this. So you could tuck behind the ears. And look, I'm gonna show you. Could do like something like this. Just like a quick, you can wear this up like this. You can also do something like this.
These are more so for
You see?
Yeah.
This is just your name tags. I'm gonna cut it. But look how amazing this looks.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. Not that I didn't think it would look good, but I'm really surprised how natural it looks.
Look, you can even like, I don't know if you like those like headbands, like for example.
Yeah.
But if you do, look, you can do like some. Obviously, you can use like nicer headbands than this.
Yeah.
Do this. You could just like, wear like this, or like something like this. You see? So it looks super, super, super realistic.
Yeah, so you might have to do an allergy test to see, because what we would provide, you might.
Crazy, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes,
It's
we
just so
don't.
crazy to
we don't
like
use adhesive
see myself with hair, like this, because
they're custom made.
You haven't seen yourself like this in a long time.
I mean,
It's nice. The
you do
color is
really
very
use
nice,
it
right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You
I would
might
change
run
the-
into the issue.
the band. I don't
with,
like this
even
band.
still
I want
purchase,
something
like,
a little bit nicer.
You pretty much would still have a wig that you would not be able to
Love.
use.
pretty.
Absolutely love. And
Can I see what it looks
course,
like on
yeah.
the back? Okay, yeah, it's super realistic from the back. That's crazy. Because that's my thing, is I always like
Got it.
can
Yeah,
tell
so if you have
like,
another
from the
reaction
back.
to tape
This one I
adhesive,
can't.
then that would run into. It could be
Ca-
silicone, it could be a lot of things.
Okay.
you getting excited?
Okay?
Yeah, I just yeah. It's longer in the
Okay.
front than in the back. Is it possible to cut it a little bit?
Yeah, of
or-
course, we'll cut it.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can.
But-
Let me know when you're ready.
I mean,
Do you have her picture? Like,
Yeah.
1 second. We are open from 11 to 7 for tomorrow, and then for tomorrow.
Bella, this looks nuts.
it's crazy to me that even if I don't even have to necessarily go like that. Even if I go like this, it still doesn't. You still can't tell that it's a wig, even if it's fully
Yeah,
behind
we
the
have that
hair.
as well.
You can't. But that's why we always cut conservatively, conservative,
Yeah.
and then go slow.
Yeah.
It's always going slow. You see how this side right now looks way more better than this side?
Yeah.
Do you like this length or do you want to go shorter?
I kind of feel like shorter. Yeah, I do think shorter. Yeah.
Now just have to move one of the evening appointments.
So at this point, I walk out crying. I didn't cry when I was in the appointment because I felt like I was in fight or flight mode almost, of like, I was so nervous going into it. And when I finally left, it was like a release of the emotions, and I could finally process it when I'm like alone walking on the street. I immediately texted Lyle. I texted him pictures. He was like, wow, it looks so, he's like, that's a wig? He's like, you're sure that's the wig, not your hair? Like, it looks so realistic, which was nice. So anyways, I just brought it home that night and I haven't taken it out since. But on this video now, I do want to take it out with you guys and look at it together and put it on together. So again, I really don't want to do this. I'm very nervous to do this, but I have to face my fears at some point. All right, let's get comfortable here. I'm in pink sweatpants. Okay, so here it is. So inside I have it's almost like a headband, but it just kind of keeps your hair back. Yeah, so it's got these little grippy things on it, and it has like a mesh as well. So yeah, you just kind of put this on like right here to keep the wig in place and keep your hair back. It did also give me this little concealer and a brush, because after you have washed the wig and you put it on and you decide what your part is, you just take a little bit of this concealer and put it in the part, because then it, you know, looks more natural like your scalp. Okay. Wow. All right. And then here's the wig. Here's the hair. It smells good, actually. Wow. I cannot believe. So it really does, like, look so realistic. He did the roots so that it looks, you know, real, just like someone who dyes their hair, just like me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to refer back to the videos to remember how to put this on. He did also give me like an instruction manual of care instructions. All right, so here we go. I just put my hair in a tiny little bun at the very, very nape of my neck, like the lowest you could possibly put a bun. And then I think next step, it's been a while, it's been like weeks, was to put this on. I might be doing this wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like this. And then I think he had me like pull forward some of these little pieces so that it looked natural and that, you know, it's blending in with my own hair. So I completely forget how we did this when we were there, because he did it for me each time and just kind of explained it. I don't think I did it myself, but I think it was like, hang on, this is so embarrassing. I think it was, okay, and I'm clipping it in the back, and then, woo, flipping it forward, and then you're supposed to sort of pull this back until it like reaches your hairline, and then yeah, I think that's it. It's really cute. It's definitely gonna take getting used to, for sure. Like, I'm not used to having like hair. I pretty much always wear my hair up, or I don't know, I just never wear it down. And even when I did, it was with clip-ins and it was just different. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Be nice, of course, since this is something that I am very sensitive about right now, and I spend a lot of money on this wig as well. But I do like that I can put it behind my ears. I think that makes me feel the best. Like, I just feel better when my hair is out of my face. I kind of like this like front part sort of forward though, and then maybe just here back. I don't know. I know that I can do a lot of things with it. I need to like go look at it in my like bathroom mirror where I can pull the mirror on both sides and really examine it myself. Let's go there. All right, so here we are in my bathroom. I have a mirror like on either side of me right here. I don't know if you can see this. This is so that I can see like the sides of my hair and the back of my hair. I don't know, like, just, I like it. I think I just need to get used to it. There are some parts I need to be careful of, like right here. Oh, that's because it's not the wig, that's the like hair, the like headband thing. There we go. That's what that was. I was like, oh no, you can see it, but it's just the like headband thing. So yeah, I could even like, you know, if I wanted to sort of do like a half up, half down thing, if I wanted to like just, you know, clip it back like that, I can. I like that I can still pull my hair out of my face and it looks natural, you know, for the most part, especially if I'm doing something like, you know, where I just don't want my hair like hanging, because this hanging is so, I have never experienced that in my life. Like, that is strange to me. Like, people really, like, how do you, I don't know. As someone who has just never had thick hair since I have been born, I've never experienced like hair in my face. So I think that's why I just naturally like when things are pulled back, because then it's not like in my face when I'm trying to do things. I think if I was just kind of hanging out around the house, I would definitely like clip it back like this so that I could, you know, get things done without feeling like I've got it. This is crazy. So anyways, so you might be seeing me wear this around. This is so scary to me right now. I'm very nervous for every single interaction. Even just leaving my apartment with this on, seeing my doorman, like, will they recognize me? Walking down the street, will somebody think like, oh my god, she's wearing a wig? Even just to wearing it out with my friends for the first time, my family, my in-laws, co-workers that would probably be like very far away. But there's just a lot to go through and to get used to and so much to learn. So let me know if you guys want to see more videos about those topics, about like taking care of the wig, wearing the wig out and how I feel about it, going into different situations, styling the wig. There's just so much more to discover. So let me know if you'd like me to document it. I really would just be doing this for other women who are curious about this, and I think seeing someone else go through it and knowing that maybe they have the same experiences or thoughts just makes you feel less alone in your decision. And especially since wigs are something that people really do keep private. So yeah, let me know if that would be helpful and you guys would like to see that. I hope that in a year from now, I love wearing this wig. I'm totally comfortable. I'm wearing it all the time. Maybe I'm considering getting another wig. Who knows? Maybe I just love it that much, but we'll see. Right now, I have to at least step out my door. I really need to get used to it. So yeah, thank you guys for following along and for watching and for your kind comments thus far. And thank you for listening to me. And if you see me in a future vlog now and my hair looks different, now you know why. But thank you so much for watching and supporting. As always, don't forget to subscribe, especially if you're new and you're interested in seeing other types of videos like this. And I'm also on Instagram as the Fashion Squirrel, so go check out over there, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Okay,